Hey there, good morning. I'm John. Today is Monday, December 23rd. When did it become Christmas already? 2024. This is my daily vlog. Each morning I come in here, turn the lights and camera, and talk about what I've been doing, what I'm doing next, and how it's going in my endeavor to try to make content creation indefinitely sustainable. And I have a lot to cover today, so I'm gonna try to get through all of it. Last couple of vlogs were shorter, and I'm gonna more than make up for it here, I believe. So, let's start by rewinding to Friday. It's been a busy weekend. Friday, first we'll talk about what was left over from Thursday. The Friday plays produced and ready to release on Friday. It was Mega Mania from Activision. That dropped Friday afternoon about 3 o'clock and has done very well. Not the top of the pack, but right in their pacing with them. I think since it dropped on Friday, it's done about 6,000 views. Those Friday plays are regularly getting upwards of 10 to 12 now, which is, I mean, hooray. That's what we want to see out of those. It's become a really solid thing. So that came out, of course. The most of the day Friday, you'll recall I was focusing on working on another long form, and this time it was another one of those 3D printed objects. It was an object designed to improve or enhance the pole position racing player from my arcade. So I did all the production for that. I got it edited and ready and scheduled and published for Saturday, which we'll talk about in a moment. But first, still on the Friday point, got the last of the little podcast prep done, and then the early afternoon, myself, George, and Mo got together and we recorded 5 pieces. So 2 long form podcasts and then 3 introductions for rewinds and special editions. All of that to take care of this little hiatus over the holidays, during which time is the Christmas and New Year's and CES and all that is going to interrupt my schedule. So we did a lot of work on Friday to make sure we don't have any missed weeks. Excuse me. Okay, then let's talk about the long form. So on Saturday, that long form video posted. And again, it was content out of whole cloth. It was a project that my friend Paul made. He sent to me, and we created a video out of it just in a day or so. It's done about 2,800 views. Probably the top half or so of videos, but not the top, of course. But well, good performer for what is effectively, just it was a craft advertisement. Like, here's a cool thing you can buy if you want. Let's see. One more piece of content then on Sunday. George's latest episode of Bit by Bit dropped. It's not even been a full day yet. It's a little under 1,000. His are doing around 1,000 to 2,000, so somewhat on par and slowly growing, I hope. Then, more was happening on Sunday, because on Friday, in fact, as you're watching this, you may have already seen another video from me already this morning, because on Friday, my friend from my arcade gave me a heads up about a CES tease that was going to be dropping on social this morning at 9 a.m. Eastern. So I had the opportunity. He gave it to me Friday night. He said, you can drop it Monday morning. Well, guess when production happens if you want that to happen during the weekend. So Sunday I took a couple of hours and produced a reporting, an editorial and speculative video about the new announcement related to my arcade and its partnership now with Sega coming up at CES. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. I know more than I could say in that video, but I still don't know everything, so it was still easy to speculate on what we don't know for sure. So we'll see how that video does. It literally, as I walked in here, it's been published for 10 minutes, so I don't know anything about it yet. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Yeah, so busy weekend. So let's talk about stats. I have my little chart here, and I'd like to be ideally at or above this midpoint, which represents 13,000 views and 80 subscribers average over the last 7 days. Well, the weekend was not the saving grace. We're still below target on views. 11.8 thousand views, so well below where we'd like to be, over 1,000 under. Subscribers are still where they have been, regularly about 132 subscribers average over the last 7. And that brought us to another few milestones. So we spoke on Friday. 71.4 is where we were. And now today, we went through 71.5, 71.6, 71.7, and this morning we're at 71,800 and just under a half. So I think maybe, yeah, 72 probably by tomorrow. Yeah, with the 100 average, yeah, 72 tomorrow before Christmas. Neat. Okay. I'm going to talk about video promotion, something I said I would talk about, and I don't want to get too long-winded, but before we do that, I have to talk about today. First of all, this is the Christmas week, right? So many people have all week off. Some people have a day off here, a day off there, Christmas Eve, all those things. As my own boss, I have to determine what makes the most sense for me in terms of staying productive, but also taking time off for the holidays and to recharge and being able to separate those. Now, I'm never entirely off, which is okay with me because I'm always checking and monitoring and seeing how things are going and answering comments and responding. But I think what I'm going to do, here's the plan. Today is a regular work day, which we'll talk about. Tomorrow is the podcast edit, which I'll work the half day tomorrow and then stop after the podcast edit for New Year's Eve so that I have time to, finally wrap presents the day before Christmas. I'll be off Christmas Day, of course, and I don't know what the rest of the week is. I'm thinking the 26th, I may start to get back to work. I don't know, but we'll speak today, we'll speak tomorrow, and at least before the end of the week. We'll talk by Thursday or Friday. So it's the holidays. Whatever's going to happen. I don't know yet if I'm going to work the day after. I probably will, but I might not work early. I don't know. But that'll crystallize more. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Tomorrow, definitely a half day, though. Today, then, what I'm going to do? Well, we're going to edit the podcast tomorrow, so I need to prepare one of the podcasts we recorded on Friday for the edit tomorrow morning on Twitch, which we'll do together. And then today I need to work on the Friday Plays Supercut. So last week's Friday Plays was the last new Friday Plays of the year. And it's almost been a whole year. We started this in March or so. And so the Supercut is enormous and I'm only about halfway done. So today I'm gonna spend time stitching those things together and editing out the pieces that are redundant. Like I'm not keeping the, hi, I'm John, blah, 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 blah. You know that by the beginning. I just go right to the content and then stop when the content ends. And I don't, like chopping off all the, click here and here to do what, all that. You don't need that 80 times, right? So getting all that done. Plus I need to record a little bit of an introduction to explain what it is. I mean, I'm talking like a minute to start it off and get it going. So I'll get that done probably this afternoon and then edit this thing together because it's going to drop Friday and I want to make sure it's ready for Friday. Or maybe, maybe I'll drop it on. Should I drop? I think I'd have to drop it on Friday. I was thinking, should I drop it on Christmas for Christmas? I think it's a Friday Plays, drop it on Friday. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, so I'll work on that today and probably if I need to Thursday to get ready for Friday. Yeah, good. Okay, so that's today. That's what I have planned for today. Nothing too ambitious and whatever pops up, and I'll be monitoring this new Sega news as well. Let's talk a little bit about promotion. So I mentioned several times that I'm running a promo on GenXGrownUp, and it's at its core, it's legitimate advertising on the YouTube platform. So first let me show you what it is. It's just showing you here on my channel. I just recorded a little bit where, look, you go to any given video in your list of videos and you hit the buttons next to it, and of those options are promote. Now that's an internal function by YouTube. And when you go into the promotion tab, you're now set to promote the video you had clicked on. And when you do that, you can set things like what's it going to look like, what's the audience, who are the people you're trying to reach, what's your goal, is it views, is it audience growth, is it selling merchandise, what's your goal, so you know how to position it. We chose audience growth, and then we started an investment. Now, you'll recall that our revenue and views and everything were kind of down in the dumps back in June or so. We were really low, and actually just before I got sick, and that was about the time we decided to start a little advertising. And I said, we had a video that was doing very well, and I said, what we used to do is promote a video we wanted to do well, and that was a bad way of thinking. Instead, find a video that's already getting some engagement, because when it's presented to people, it needs to be something that has some interest. So pick something that's currently doing okay and promote that. So I chose a video that was doing well, and I said, I'm going to put just $100 on it for 30 days and see what it does. It's a low budget. They suggest $200 for a month, and I wish like $100 for the month. We've been running that promo solid at about $100 a month run rate since July. And what we saw was, on average, we were gaining about a subscriber was costing us only about 6 cents. More importantly, though, the revenue. We saw revenue on YouTube go from around $1,000 a month to now about nearly $2,500, over $2,500 a month. slowly, gradually, since July, it's been creeping up since we've been doing better, and that promotion has been adding to us. So we can see a tangible return on that investment. So for $100 a month, we're seeing hundreds more dollars per month in terms of views and revenue. Now, there's no way that I can 100% attribute that revenue just to that promotion. But one thing is for certain, during the run of the promotion, we've gotten more subscribers, we've gotten more views, and we've gotten more revenue that in turn we are not just rolling over, but taking a portion of and reinvesting into advertising and promotion. This is the type of advertising that does not violate YouTube's policies because it's their own internal policy. Like you go to Facebook and boost a post, same idea here. So we recently have decided to try to bump up that investment to about $200 a month to see, promote a couple of different videos and see what it does. But in the end, I'm not sure it's a wise investment for someone who's not yet monetized at all because there's no way to make that money back. But you certainly could invest in yourself if you're not monetized yet to try to get to the monetized position. But it's slow. It's not like a lightning bolt like you say, well, let's invest 20 bucks and boom, I'm a millionaire. It's advertising, right? You have to already, and that's the thing. Advertising a video that nobody wants to watch doesn't help. It's like advertising a product on TV that nobody wants to buy, doesn't help. But if you have a product that people who do see end up watching, which is the video that I chose, advertising it means you'll put it in front of more people, and you've already proven that when it gets in front of people, it tends to be clicked on. So the thing that I had to unlearn and reteach myself was stop trying to promote something to succeed. Choose a video that's already succeeding and promote that because it's proven itself as a clickable and watchable piece of media. So that's what we are doing. We're currently running that on a couple of promos and have been for months. So the fact that we're getting 130 some odd subscribers per day on average, about half of that I would say could be easily attributed to our promotion. So we're still growing at a rate, and it's not false promotion, right? It's not like we're not buying subscribers. In fact, what we're doing is we're buying an opportunity. It's pure advertising. We're buying an opportunity to get in front of more people, and if they like it, that's the subscription. So it's definitely working as it's supposed to. It's not artificial growth. It's boosted growth. It's enhanced growth using advertising that's baked right into YouTube. Now the downside is it's not free. You have to reinvest. In my case, reinvest money that we're making on YouTube back into YouTube to grow it. But it's proven itself. It seems the numbers have proven at least that as long as we've been running it, our revenue has been up by more than 100%. So. Your mileage may vary. I've certainly tried it on videos that it doesn't work on, and I quickly cancel those promotions. So don't bank on picking your favorite and it's going to work. That might not be the one that everybody wants to see. So if you want to try it, that's the way to do it. Click the little dots, say promote, read fully. Who do you want? What are you trying to accomplish? Who do you want to see this? And find a budget. That's it. That's all I've been talking about. I told you it wasn't that exciting or complex or radical, but I did want to finally take time today to share it with you. And I've been rambling for a long time, so now I'm going to wrap up this video. Oh, one more thing. When we get a chance to talk and I have more time, I have an idea for a almost effortless video to start producing for this vlog that will deconstruct old videos and talk about what I've learned since I published them many years ago. I think that's, in my mind, start with there. Just think about that, and I'll share more with you later, but I think it's something I want to try. It could be of interest. So, yeah, it's a lot. I got to get busy today. See what I can get done. I know this began a long vlog, but I promised you this material, so I want to give it to you. That's it. Thank you, of course, for popping in to check out today's vlog if you did. If you're here every day, you're bananas. I love you for that. Thank you for being here. Hundreds of you, a couple hundred of you. Yeah, it's another thing I'm thankful for coming into the holidays is you. Have a great Monday. Don't forget to do something good for yourself, and I'll talk to you again next day. Yes. Bye-bye.